Remember the first time you raided a castle in Clash of Clans? Or got a legendary drop in Brawl Stars? Supercell's newest game, Squad Busters, lets you relive those moments. It's a nostalgia overload, and it's filled with familiar faces from classic games. There's the Hog Rider, Dynamite, El Primo. It even has the chicken from Heyday. There's just one problem. The game is kinda boring. Here's why. Squad Busters is a PvP action game about building the ultimate squad. You enter the battlefield with just one character, but fighting monsters on the map earns you coins, which you can use to open chests and expand your team. Your goal is basically to collect more gems than any other player on the map. You can get gems in different ways, like taking down big monsters or chopping down trees, but you can also get them by wiping out other weaker squads. Of course, that means your squad can also be busted, so you need to power up your team as quickly as possible. Near the end of each match, a gem mine opens up. The mine drops tons of gems, so it's the perfect way to boost your collection and catch up with other players. Of course, every other player is after the same gems, so if you're not careful, you could get busted and lose it all. That might sound like a good time, and it was, at first. But after my first few matches, I felt like I'd seen everything Squad Busters had to offer. There's only one game mode, there's not much variety when it comes to maps or monsters. I could overlook the repetitiveness if the gameplay was really addictive. It's a new game after all, but it doesn't feel like there's much there. There's barely any depth or strategy. It's just an endless loop of running around, fighting monsters, and avoiding other players until you have enough team to take them on. Characters attack automatically, so I spent a lot of time sitting around watching them hack through health bars so that I could move on to the next location. Sometimes it basically felt like a running simulator, or a walking simulator if I didn't have a speed boost power-up. And even though it's supposed to be a PvP free-for-all, it doesn't actually feel that competitive. Since other players can wipe out your team if they have the manpower, the best strategy is to avoid them for most of the match. I ran into an aggressive player every now and then, but players mostly ran away from each other. What's even worse is that winning a match doesn't feel that rewarding. Whether I topped the leaderboards or came in dead last, all of my matches ended in the same way. I got to open a chest that contained one of Squad Busters' 27 characters. Winning a match, or placing in the top 5, gave me more chances to power up my chest and unlock a rare character, but those power-ups didn't seem to have a big impact on what I actually got. Sometimes I'd unlock a rare character after a terrible match, and sometimes I'd get a common after coming in first place. It left me feeling like winning didn't matter, which really killed my motivation to fight my way to the top. On top of that, Squad Busters is riddled with pay-to-win mechanics. Opening chests requires chest tickets. You start out with 3 chest tickets, and once you use those up, it takes 3 hours to unlock more. If you're not willing to wait that long, your only option is to buy tickets with in-game currency. You can earn some currency through normal play, but when the game is also asking you to spend money on chest keys, upgrades, and new characters, it just feels like it's too much. Forget about pay to win. I'd rather not play at all. Okay, some parts of the game are actually fun. Building a massive team of Supercell characters is great. And the characters you unlock, they're more than skins. Every one has a unique playstyle, which makes team building a blast. But as for the rest of the game, it's just not there yet. There's not enough content to keep things interesting, the gameplay loop gets old really quickly, and the pay-to-win mechanics drag the whole thing down. Supercell has a pretty great track record, so things might get better eventually. But I'm not having fun yet. Have you tried Squad Busters? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe to TapTap's channel for more videos about the latest mobile games.